Recording. Wonderful.
Now recording.
Wonderful.
Recording.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Thanks, Lawrence Welk. Should we get the bubble machine while we're at it?
Yeah, turn off the bubbles. Turn off the bubbles.
The bubbles. There's too many bubbles.
And now we go for a little wander down memory lane with our famous dancing couple, Bobby and Cindy. All right, that's all the Lawrence Welk. Sorry.
Yeah,
Although,
you want to get your accordion out?
if one has the chance, listen to the recording of Happy Wanderer by Myron Floren. He was the accordion player in Lawrence Welk, and he really has a good voice. And he does the recording of Happy Wanderer. So if, first of all, familiarize yourself with that recording, because if it will ever, at some point, I ever lose it and actually build one of those brodozer or killdozer things, that goes through town, and because I've got a problem. Yes, a killdozer. I will be
I've got
playing.
a problem. How are you going to solve it?
I will be playing Happy Wanderer through loudspeakers. Because nothing says killdozer than clankety 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 the Caterpillar tracks and a happy rendition of I Am a Happy Wanderer.
I feel like either that or I got a couple of songs that come to mind. That Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Yeah. Or Minnie Riperton's
Or,
Loving You, that would be up there.
No. I'm going for more psychological warfare than pain. Or Danny Boy.
Oh, Danny Boy. Also sung by Myron Floren, who rips the top off. Never been moved to tears by Danny Boy than listening to Myron Floren. But I digress. Let's welcome everyone to Drake and the Maestro, Almost Relevant,
Welcome.
And almost talking about Lawrence Welk and the Bubbles. Oh, Lawrence Welk was a staple on RTV when I was a kid.
I don't think we
up.
could get less relevant than talking about Lawrence Welk.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to ask, how's your steering wheel holding going today? Are you doing all right?
I'm holding well.
Yeah. I'm holding one right now. Just because,
Hey. Is it attached to anything?
No, it's just a steering wheel. I carry it around now.
You got one of those back seat things they give to like infants so they can pretend they're driving the car. You like a little squeaky horn, like yee, yee.
That's a good idea. I might have to get one of those things. Those are pretty cool. I could set it up right here in the studio next to the desk, and I could pretend to be driving while I'm going, where we're podcasting. Oh, I did some steering wheel holding. What were you talking about before the steering wheel holding? I forgot.
I was just saying that I don't think we can get less relevant than talking about Lawrence Welk.
Yeah.
And that the Venn diagram, there is no Venn diagram because it's just two circles. There's the people that know who Lawrence Welk are and the people who listen to our podcast, and there is no overlap on those circles. They're just circles next to each other.
Oh, we've got listeners again. That's great. Yeah. Well, we live to serve. So if we can educate a little bit, about American culture, so be it.
Sure.
Works, So I did some steering wheel holding this weekend. Drove all the way to the great state of Illinois and back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish there was a funny story there, but there really isn't. It was
the funny story is that you made it out of Illinois without having to pay more money.
Oh, my wallet's empty.
Yeah, and so is the building.
Indeed. The only thing that was funny is on the way back, because it's like beginning of deer season, right? So the deer are starting to get a little crazy and hanging out by the road. And I plugged the fuse back into my Bluetooth controller for the AUX lights. Those of listener, if you've been listening.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the AUX lights that have a mind of their own.
Right. So I wanted to be able to see the deers before they saw me, or at least we could see each other at the same time. And I'm driving down the interstate. And at one point, the controller just started turning on and off lights at random.
You just look like you're trying to pull someone over with auxiliary lights.
Right. Because I got amber and I got white. They're just on and off, on, like some kind of weird strobing pattern. Like
calling the aliens from Close Encounter of the Third Kind or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Because you don't, anytime you hear da, 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 I'm out of there. So,
right. Yeah. If you start hearing that, drive faster or slower or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
drive.
Something.
Just drive.
Yeah. Just go. So that was kind of, I guess I was after I was finished being annoyed. I found it to be amusing. So that was really the only event. Other than, do people want to hear about my medical? I don't know.
Do you want to hear about it?
Well, I might as well. Going to put the sensor on my arm, because for the glucose monitoring. And
yes, the fun sensor, the hockey puck sensor thing.
Right, that thing that unless it goes, it sometimes draws blood. Like sometimes it must hit a vein or something, and it's like a fountain. Yeah, it's crazy because there's a little hole in the center where the needle goes in to kind of seat the filament under the skin. And I think sometimes it hits a vein. It's like a geyser coming out of it's like a little fountain on my arm because it comes out of the little hole with the white circle.
Well, if you wait long enough, you'll get if it doesn't regularly enough, you get tourists coming to see Old Faithful.
Right. So it happens. I have kind of areas of the arm mapped out where that's less likely to happen. But anyway, I should have put a sensor on because it tells you when you got a sensor coming due for replacement. I should have done it before I left, but I don't want to have to replace sensors right away in the middle of the day. I'd rather do it in the evening. So I'm like, well, I'm going to wait till it expires in the evening. I'll just take it with me. So it comes time, we're in the middle of our little project there, cleanup project. And like, no big deal. I clean the area. I, prep this whole thing. I press the applicator and the whole thing explodes. Like, what? It just pieces and parts everywhere. And then the donut thing is stuck to my arm with a needle sticking out. Like, this doesn't look good. I don't think this is going to work.
That's not right.
I don't think that's normal. So, and then I try to pull the needle thing out, and I'm holding onto it with both hands, and my wife's pulling on it with both hands, and it will not come out. So I got part of the needle sticking out. Yeah.
That seems sharp and dangerous.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's it. So I ripped the whole thing off my arm, and what had happened is the needly thing had folded up underneath and just stuck to the surgical adhesive.
Oh,
so
nice.
It wasn't going anywhere, and the electronics exploded. Okay. I don't think this is what you'd expect to see in your normal household appliance, but
you'd think they would, for expensive as those things are, you'd think they'd be more robust.
Well, you think about what they do, and they are expensive, but for what they do, they're pretty. But I called the helpline, which, the support line that doesn't want to talk to you, like every company everywhere these days. They're just, your call is important to us. Please listen to this half-hour phone tree where we try to dismiss your call.
Your call is not important to us. Please hang up.
At least be honest. If
There's
you're
no try.
say,
there is no hang up and try again. It's just please hang up.
Right. Just like when I worked for the Wendy's franchise years ago, the phone rings and it was the middle of a dinner rush, and just Wendy's, I may help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, the grill's on fire and burgers are flying. People are climbing over the counter. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. So that was the deal. Now, when I finally got through to, Sector 7 over there in India, the person is on, and those people are always like, it always makes me nervous because it sounds like you're talking to a phone scammer.
Well, you are. You're just talking to them during their day job.
You might be right. Yeah, you might be right about that. So they're asking all this personal information, which is already in my account because I've called in more than once. And they're just asked to confirm it. But I'm like, what list am I going on this time? Who's going to be calling me about senior benefits or, yeah. Oh. And so very helpful, sending me overnight a new sensor. So I'm just sticking my finger in the meantime. And of course, since I'm complaining, I went to the doctor's office, for my annual checkup where they rotated the tires, changed the oil, all that stuff, all the fine. Went through a half hour with the nurse over all the medications I'm taking, nothing, verifying allergies, all that stuff. And then she's, what pharmacy do you use? Yeah, there was the same one. It's this one. Yes, okay, I see that. Great. We don't know where to send the renewals, right? And then, like, great, get done with the thing. He rotates the tires. He lubes everything up. Everything's good to go. Puts me back down on all fours. And then I go to renew all my prescriptions, which includes these sensors. There's the tie-in. And no renewals have been called. Not a single one. So now I'm waiting for that whole process, which should have been initiated a week.
Yeah, which should have been started a while ago. Wow. Talk about customer service.
Oh yeah. Well, I think what it is. I don't want to down talk over there at the doc's office.
You've been thinking. When did you start doing that?
it's dangerous, you know.
Yeah. Now, the last time that happened, there were things happen that we can't even talk about on here.
I know, too relevant.
Yeah.
But it seems like just in general, I think during COVID, people realized that they could not work, they'll get paid. So we're not back to regular work yet. And I don't know if we ever will be. So I think they think it's easier. You know what? We'll just put them in here that they're renewed, and then we'll go on. And we're not going to bother to send it to the pharmacy. We're just going to let the pharmacy contact us when they need it, because that's easy. But it's not easier, because then you got to open up everything back up on the computer, find the prescriptions, and then, you know, send the thing back to the pharmacy. Why not do it while the screen's open right in front of you? And just go clickety,
because
clickety,
it's too
click,
easy.
Click.
Too easy.
Well, you're confounding me. I don't understand it. And
I don't understand.
That's right. I don't.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got to go yell at a cloud. I'll be right back.
Okay, welcome back. There's a lot of thumping around in there. Oh, he really is gone. He really did go yell at a cloud. Oh, no. And listeners, I must vamp, but I don't know what to do. I got nothing. My head empty. I'm at the end of my day for work, so I'm all tuckered out. He really did go to yell at a cloud.
Oh, that cloud wanted an argument.
No kidding.
You don't see that. They want to argue back. What'd I miss? Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to... I got lost.
You got lost? Oh. Yeah, that cloud wanted an argument. I don't know what was going on.
Oh.
I guess it's just, you know, one of those things. No, nothing really amusing going on. No.
No, that's nothing here.
I did back into the compound here with the trailer in the dark. So I'm going to back in, right? We got those big security lights
right over the neighbor's dog.
Well, that would be sad but funny, depending on the neighbor's dog. I'm backing in. We got those nice security lights that light up everything, makes it easy to back in and do stuff at night. And I'm backing up, and all of a sudden, they're not working. Both of them.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like, okay, great. I can back up, and their security lights are on. I can, and then click. Like, hey, who turned out the light? Yeah. Unfortunately for me, you know, the Chinesium is strong with those, which I don't know how you would get anything like that isn't made in China. So you just have to pick.
It's tough.
You have to pick, because they're the big ones. Those are like street lights with the solar cells on top.
Yeah, the big solar panel.
Right. And they're a 2-pack. I got them at the same time. I put them up at the same time. And they failed at the same time. Hooray.
Oh, hey, you couldn't ask for more than that.
That's
at least
so
they're consistent.
They're exactly a week out of warranty.
Ah.
Like, oh, well, maybe I could get a warranty on those, so I wouldn't look them up. Like, come on. That's good Chinesium, that is. Like, oh, hey, Guaylo.
Yeah, it's just like the fridge in my truck. Oh, what? Well, it's got a 1 year, 100,000 mile warranty. How many miles are you at? 107,000. Oh.
Oh, you out of luck, Joe. Would you like to buy another? No. I did. So I did back up in the dark, and
in the dark, in true steering wheel holder fashion, snake the thing past the deer blind, because I got the deer blind that we built. Yeah, that's been sitting out there forever. Yeah.
Right. It's waiting for its foam coating on the interior. I still haven't found my.
I know you said foam, but I heard phone, and all I could picture like Samsung smartphones, like anchored to the inside of the deer blind to make some sort of, I don't know, like 360 camera view thing. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. I did think about building it like a TARDIS, from Doctor Who, so that any trespassers stomping through the forest, be like come upon a blue police box and question their life decisions. That would be funny. I mean, granted, deer can see blue, but mine's green camo. The deer can see green as well. If you really wanted to be camouflaged, I think you'd paint it like red and blaze orange, because they see that as gray. So I don't know. Anyhow, I snaked it past that around, and then backed it around the corner up to the trailer door where, I store the trailer on the main building in the dark.
Nice.
And I only hit 5 things. No.
And all 4 of them were VW Beetle.
In true steering wheel holder fashion, I rolled down the windows and backed up by sound.
By braille. So, yeah, you backed by braille.
Yes, correct. Which I'm sure you've done as well. You just kind of listen and Like,
Yeah.
hearing?
You can't, when you can't see anything, you just listen for the crunching noises. Yeah.
Right. And if there's a sudden change, it's like, oh, okay, maybe I need to investigate that kind of thing. And I could hear where the tires went off the pavement onto the gravel. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's what I expect. Oh, and then I got out to look at it. I'm like, parked. We're done. Excellent.
Perfect.
Which I was watching my cop shows, and I have to give this one lady cop some real credit. I have a lot of contempt for how a lot of cops, their driving ability, somewhat suspect.
Yeah, they're somewhat questionable sometimes.
Sometimes. But this woman, she needs the better squad car. The other guys need to get out of her way, which they weren't kind of doing, and she was getting frustrated. But that's not what really cued me in on her talent. And that was when she jumped in. Of course, the camera crew's jumping in because they're gonna go chase down a guy who took off running. Right, crashed his Camaro over a cliff. Right, you're running from the police, and you end up in a cul-de-sac. And what do? Well, apparently, if you're this knucklehead, you floor it. He just went off the edge of the cul-de-sac, and then the car just the taillights went downward, and then just disappeared. Oh, I'm thinking cul-de-sac. I'm thinking level ground. He's going to go off. Because why else would you pull off? Are you going to drive on someone's lawn or something?
He just off a cliff.
Bonsai, Geronimo, right off. It's like the car. You see
like Duke's a Hazard.
Yes, you just see the taillights like disappear as they go downward. Like, okay, just literally drove off the cliff. So this lady cop is going to respond, and just as she responds, here he comes running by, whoop, 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 going for a scuttle, and she's gonna flip the squad car around and go after him, right? And I'm watching in the background.
See if you can do some quality hood jumping.
Yeah, it wasn't that close,
Oh,
too bad. Yeah, there's nothing like good quality hood jumping. I mean, that's TJ Shatner, the king of hood jumping on TJ Hooker, right? Or is it Schneider from Dukes of Hazzard? I think it might be a tie, right? The guy that played Bo Duke was always jumping across the hood to get in the car.
Yeah.
But I think TJ Hooker did a lot of that too on William Shatner. So there's a tie, I think, for the most hood jumping or the most quality hood jumping or some kind of hood jumping. Listeners, you can comment, let us know who you think is the best hood jumper. Will Smith does not count. He would be a jumper in the hood.
That's just cheating. He'd be jumping of the hood.
Something.
You gonna go out on that joke?
No. So I noticed that she's going to spin that squad car around and go after the rabbit. And she rolls down the windows while she's making them. Yeah, that's how you do that. That's the same thing a good steering wheel holder will do. Roll down the why? So you're
really riding that, aren't you?
Like a Vicuña saddle. She rolls down the windows. Why? So you can see and hear what's going on around. You're not relying just on your vision because your vision is kind of tied up in other things, right?
Right.
So
You're looking for things. You're trying to see. Well, you have to be. You have to be able to hear things while you also see things.
Yeah, you got to do two things. I know.
Oh, jeez.
And then she was off out of there like crazy and four-wheel drift in that car, and it was like a little SUV thing. I was an Explorer. I'm like, gives this woman a better patrol car.
No kidding.
She was on again later in a high-speed person. You could tell that she didn't have the fastest of the squad, but she's right up in there in the hunt. And I'm thinking to myself, they're chasing a Camaro, and she's there, right there. And the guy pulls, the whole thing starts with him pulling over, and then as soon as the cop steps out, he takes off.
Right, takes off. Yeah, the typical. I'm going to run from the police tactic.
Right. And apparently because she's the backup officer.
Apparently she said, this is
right. And she was the backup officer. And instead of pulling in behind the other officer, she's holding the lane next to the other patrol car. So she's in the lane where that other car's going to pull in, right? Going to pull out into traffic. And so as soon as the subject nails it, you can hear that she nails it. And how anemic a Camaro do you have to have where you can't outrun Police Explorer?
The V6.
Yeah. It had a chopped up exhaust, but it didn't sound like a V8.
Yeah, it sounded like it's like a lawnmower that's going through an asthmatic attack.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think our 25 horse what do they call them? The mower that you ride on. The mower you ride on. The thing. Not the skid steer, zero turn.
Yeah.
Our 25 horse zero turn sounds healthier than that Camaro.
Yeah, well, when you chop the exhaust off, don't give it a balance tube, and then put what do you call them? Fart cans on them. Yeah, they tend to sound kind of anemic and terrible.
This guy's jips and tips, man. It's cool. It's fast. Okay. You say so. Yeah. So that guy tried all kinds of stuff. Couldn't shake this woman. She was like up his six. Great.
Good.
He's trying to do the fancy, turn off the lights. I'll suddenly hit the off ramp and make the turn. And this woman's she's four-wheel drifting a Ford Explorer through the intersection sideways and is on this guy's rear quarter. I thought I was watching an in-cam NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like I haven't seen Arkansas State troopers that can drive that well. This woman was fantastic. It was worth the watch. Great. The only thing that and it might be departmental policy. She had that guy set up for a pit so many times and didn't take it. I wonder why.
Well, they might be. I've heard that sometimes they do that to try to wait to see if they can get them out where less people could get hurt.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Also, I've heard in some departments. I've heard in some departments you have to be pit certified as an officer before you can actually pit. Something.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So if she isn't certified for the advanced driving and pit whatever. Get her certified. If she's not ASAP.
Certified, she probably should be. And if she's not, just because maybe she, what if it's a situation where she's not the best driver they have?
All right, that would be scary.
I was going to say, is that a scary thought? That maybe she's just not qualified because they've got other guys that are already qualified that are even better than her. Take that, put that in your peace pipe and smoke it.
That is scary.
Yeah, there you go. See, new existential threats for your mind.
I just got a scam call.
Ooh, the old fishing line.
On the fishing line.
Boy, the fishing line. The fishing line hasn't rung for a while now.
Well, it has. I just haven't been putting them on air because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of interest.
There's not, because everybody gets them and nobody wants to hear them anymore.
I do have a couple saved that are funny. Should I play one?
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
No.
I'll just play them for my own edification.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Because I like I'm still recording the fishing line and I get a little mini haha every now and then when one of the bots has some fun.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have fun with life. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it today. I'm just not.
But not too much fun.
Not feeling it.
You're not bringing the funny, man. What's going on?
I'm not feeling it.
Not feeling the funny? Yeah.
Not feeling funny today. I mean, I'm looking funny today, but that's every day. So, what are you going to do?
Right. Like it's a bad thing. I'm not feeling funny today. Wasn't that good? No, it's bad. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to stand over here now.
If your job is to be funny and bring the funny, if you're not feeling funny, that's not good.
I mean, you're not even heckling me very much. It's really, what's going on? Yeah. You need some kind of funk over there? What?
I am in a bit of a funk. I'm in a Maestro funk. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man,
times are tough in the Maestro world, and it's just the funny seems far and few between right now.
Well, it is that,
and that's just me.
Well, yeah. Maybe I can give you some fodder here. My cousin's coming down to get. We're going out in our first weekend of deer hunting coming up.
Your South African cousin?
Yes, coming up tomorrow. We're going to be.
That is still. For the listeners out there that don't know,
he's not South African. He's not South African. He's just African. Born in the Congo. No, Congo.
Oh, he was born in He was born in Congo. That's right.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, he's my cousin too. He's just like my fourth cousin or whatever. I don't know how that works.
Hi, former roommate, twice removed on his full moon.
Exactly. But it's my favorite thing to describe him to, oh yes, this is my African cousin.
Yeah.
And then he walks around the corner and he's 6 foot tall, blue hair, blonde eyes. He's the picture of the master race.
That's right.
Yes, this is my African cousin. What?
Now, if we could convince him to greet people, you got to set that up a little more. If we could convince him, because he would probably do it. When you greet him in Swahili.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mahalo. I don't know Swahili, so but I do know. Or
at least I am very happy to be here. Well, yeah, Swahili. That's what they use. Bwana. That comes from Swahili.
Yeah,
that's like in the A-Team, the movie, when they're in the international terminal and the passports got messed up. So BA is the Jewish rabbi and Murdoch gets the black Zulu warrior passport, and so BA has to fake being Jewish, which is funny, but Murdoch has to fake being Zulu. And they're all, and he's the last to go through, and the guy, the customs guy is like, "Oh, you're from Zamunda? I'm from Zamunda," and they start speaking Swahili. And The whole A team's like, oh crap. Even what's his name, Hannibal, who has a plan for everything, is like, I got nothing for this. He's on his own.
Yeah, and then he starts speaking Swahili back to him.
Right. They go, oh, and then they get like traditional handshake or whatever, stamps his passport and goes off. And BA's like, you speak Swahili? You don't?
You don't?
Okay. Is this what we've been relegated to? We're so pathetic that we're just telling stories about movies that are really just stories. So we're telling stories about stories?
Hey, dog, I heard you like stories in your story. I heard you like stories in your story, so I put a story in your story.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.
There's just so much going on that's relevant that I don't want to talk about, but I do want to talk about, that it's just created this malaise over the podcast. I don't know how to be funny with all the stuff that's going on.
Shall we just switch and give a warning and just go relevant?
No, that's how you get canceled.
We're already canceled. What are you talking about?
I guess, you can't cancel something that never had anything to cancel. So
we have a listener. We got an argument over the transom, which was great. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love having arguments.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, first hate message. Woohoo!
Yeah, I'll take some hate messages. I'll take the hate. Bring the hate, baby.
Right.
I can take it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Military guys are all busy. They listen. So again, thanks, military guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And I guess looking at the latest demographic, there are some women there. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you, ladies. We appreciate you. Yeah,
and to be appreciated on a personal level. Okay. It just popped in. I couldn't stop it.
Oh, it tickled me more than it probably should have.
And I'm just noticing I'm rocking in my swivel chair here, and it needs a little oiling. So if there's a squeaky in the podcast, that's my chair.
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard any squeaky.
All right.
Oh, that was good. I needed that.
Well, and if you hear guttural noises, I switched. No, it's worse than that. I switched to a different microphone here. I'm using a really old school ribbon microphone, and it picks up everything. So I was doing a sound check before we went on air, and my wife was getting ready in the bathroom. But over the microphone, sounded like a T-Rex stuck in a gas station bathroom. There were noises going on that I didn't understand. Yeah. I'm listening to the headset going, holy crap, what is going on?
Yeah, it's like, that's like when I went through when I was going through audit body classes in school at Parkland. And the instructors and they were showing us how to fix like a crack in the bumper, right? And how what tools you're going to use and what kind of process you have to do to you cut out, you clean it up, and then you use a little air grinder to wear basically a trench in behind the crack, and then you backfill that with a polyurethane and you smooth it all out. And my instructor warned us, he's like, because of the RPM on the little grinder they use, you saw the one that I used to have, right, that we used for the speaker cabinets. It's really high pitched. Well, and it's really loud. So when the microphone would pick it up while they're recording him doing it, it was just like this noise, but it was really weird sounding. It was really wild. I was like, stop that.
But reminds me, back in high school, walking past one of the larger ladies' bathrooms after lunchtime, it sounded like an auto body shop in there. As they're reapplying makeup. I was like, what in the world is going on in there? I don't want to know.
Where did you get the impact gun? Don't worry about it.
Do I hear a spot welder? What?
Yes.
Gotta keep the face.
There's like a weird whirring noise as they use the orbital buffer to apply makeup.
Right. I mean, I can understand the airbrush and all that. Okay, fine. And then of course there's high school women who are walking out. They're looking calm and all dolled up, but there's some serious mechanics going on behind the scenes. So that was kind of what's going on over here. I'm testing out the microphone, and I don't have the screen on the back because a ribbon mic picks up front and back, and the back. It must be the back side that was picking up the war drum, because just like Pete our Secretary of now Secretary of War.
Which what a cool title. I mean, I know they're just bringing back the World War II title that it used to have, but what a cool title! What's your job? I'm Secretary of War. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, so will you be applying the makeup from this point forward? Because Yeah. So anyway,
it is called War Paint.
My wife is now designated the War Department.
Your wife?
Mm-hmm. The War Department.
Wife. The War Department.
Yeah.
That's something helpful because it's not a reference. It's a reference a lot of people stand for.
Wow, you're being censored hardcore by it's being start over because you just got bounced by the internet.
Well, it's the way it is. The movie. So it's something that happens it's something that happens in my brain that I don't control, but it's a reference that everyone will get, but not everyone does it. And it's the movie Borat.
We don't talk about it.
Well, there's a scene in the movie Borat where he's introducing his village, and he looks
over
goes,
Macho
"This
Grande?
is my wife." Well, we'll never be over Macho Grande. This is my wife, and so now anytime anyone says "my wife" in conversation, that's what I hear. I hear "my wife."
Oh. It's like Peter.
In my head,
I hear Peter.
Just gets triggered.
I hear Peter Sellers. Yes, it's just a generational thing because I hear Peter Sellers from Inspector Clouseau.
Clouseau.
Your wife. This is my dog. This is your dog bite.
You're doing
that.
You're doing it again. You're telling a story about a story in a story.
But I might use that. Actually, you might use that as a placeholder so I can drop in the appropriate clip.
You're doing it again,
or not? Where'd you learn that? I learned it from you. I learned it from watching you.
Oh gosh.
Yep. Although it did get a rock chip in the windshield, so that's something.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. I think that's just your tax for living in a rural area, right? And getting a new vehicle. I think that's just paying the tax. It happens all the time.
I don't know what to do with this information because I've just come across it and it was just released 8 hours ago. But since we are a food podcast about nothing,
right.
Arby's has released steak nuggets.
Steak nuggets.
They're like chicken nuggets, but they're steak. It's just nuggets of steak.
Oh, so they're not anything.
No, they're not breaded or anything. It's just they're like the size of chicken nuggets, but they're steak.
Oh.
8 hours. There was just announced 8 hours ago.
No, I'm letting that soak in. Should I look it up? Should I look it up like live right now? See?
Do it live. We'll do it live.
Yeah. Arby's, steak nugget.
Steak nugget.
Yeah. Calorie count's pretty good, too. Pretty low. Like the 5-piece is 340 calories.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you can dip it in barbecue sauce. That makes sense.
Dip it in anything you want.
Oh, that's awesome. It's like almost no carbohydrate. So 17 grams of protein, 5-gram carb, and where's the fat? Okay. That's where they get you 27 grams of fat. So it's like big time keto. Yeah.
I just happened to be like, I opened Facebook for a second, like, oh, what's going on there? And I was like, steak nuggets. Holy crap.
And then there's one here that says smoked steak nuggets served on a top of creamy white cheddar mac, and that could be deadly.
I need to go find an Arby's. Give me the steak nuggets. The what? Give me the steak nuggets. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, you got steak back there. Give it to me.
We got another 412.
What's a 412?
Overacting. Let's go. Wow. That's it. Oh, okay. So there could be an Arby's run in my future.
Could be.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try to figure out how to stop at a truck stop that's got an Arby's while they're open.
Why worry? Well, truck stop, schmuck stop. Just barrel your way in.
Just barrel my way into an Arby's. It's like, give me the nuggets.
Right.
What kind of nuggets would you like, sir? The steak ones. I get it myself, but I no longer have thumbs.
Or the ability for rational thought.
Yeah. Oh, I've been steakified.
Yes. Wow. That's I'm gonna have to go check that out. Let's see if they have them in the area near me.
Is it coming soon to an area near you?
Yeah. Oh, they do. Both. Well, we'll find out. We'll have to be headed there. I've got to take the doggo.
You can get her steak nuggets. She'd enjoy them.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Some for her, some for me.
Couple for the dog, couple for me, couple for the dog, couple for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And the dog bites me. It's no more for you. Oh.
She's like when the chicken. When you took the chicken to KFC.
Yeah. Oh, that's relevant. Almost relevant, at least. So yeah, we have.
Well, that was like almost 20 years ago. I don't know what you're talking about. Relevant.
A pet silky chicken, and she used to go with me all over. She would ride in a little basket, and I stopped.
Yes, for listeners, she was a chicken. She was a little silky bantam chicken.
Yes, and one of the few pets that I could have because apparently the silky chickens are hypoallergenic. Just like the blue heeler, which is also they don't know this. Their skin doesn't get oily and they don't get allergies. Something like, I guess poodles are that way too. Anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah, so I used to take her around everywhere, in a little like an Easter basket, and she had a little nest in there. And my customers liked to see her, and she would cluck and carry on and talk to people. Pretty friendly, unless you don't cross her. But she knew every drive-in location. She knew the Golden Arches on site. She just
yeah.
So I went to
clucking up a storm if you went by and didn't stop.
Right. Yeah. And she was talented in stealing the burger patty out of your sandwich. Slip it right out of there.
She was.
I was like, hey, did I get a burger in this hamburger?
I don't remember ordering a salad on a bun.
And meanwhile, the chicken's like,
yeah, you could at least taste it.
So I went to the KFC, got myself a chicken whatever thing, and there were those animal rights people there shaking the signs in the face, and I mistakenly had the window down on the chicken side as well as my own, and she's eating the chicken.
Yeah, she's pecking at pieces of chicken that you put there for her.
Right. You say, how dare you give your dog chicken? And the guy reaches in and she's like, "Block!" The guy pulls back. Guy pulls back a stump. He's like, "Holy crap, that's a chicken!" Yeah, and don't get between the chicken and her chicken. You'll regret it.
Yeah.
And then he's standing there staring. I was like, "They're cannibals."
Yeah.
Like
everything's a cannibal if it's hungry enough. Chickens are just more willing than other animals.
Or once the chickens realize they're so tasty, because
I am delicious. Oh, apparently there's also a steak nugget sandwich, by the way.
Yeah, I saw the mac and cheese stand. I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole any further. Wow.
Well, I had to go look. I was like, "Oh, what else they got?"
What else you got? Since I'm crashed my way in here, give me all the steak. I want all the steak.
It's got steak on it? Yeah. Yes, give it to me. I'm gonna give it to you. All right.
You see the police report later, right? Did he steal anything? Did he take any money from the registers? Nope, just all the steak nuggets.
We've seen
this before. Large man, bald, big beard. How'd you know? Yeah,
Overalls.
It's him.
It is I. Well, and on
that disappointment, it's time to go.
We should probably end.
Yes, or some would say we ended before we started.
Yeah.
If you need to get a hold, if you need to get a hold of it, DrakeAndMaestro at Outlook.com. DrakeAndMaestro at Outlook.com. Go ahead and send us questions, problems, arguments. I don't know, shade, whatever you want to throw our way.
Yeah, hate comments, trolls.
Yeah,
whatever.
We're happy for it all. Yeah, what you got?
Yeah.
Or in some cases, is that all you got? Whatever.
Give us the best
happy
you
to
got,
hear from you.
It isn't good enough.
But at least it makes us laugh. So thank you.
Usually.
And tune in next time when the maestro says.
That's what I said.
And adios.
Adios.
Arrivederci. Hasta la vista.
Adios.
Adios, muchachos, caballeros. Will you get out of here?
I thought you were going to say, "Give me all the steak."
Give me the steak. You're leaving. You'll sell them to me. I said adios. I said the thing. Why are you not letting me say the thing?
Say the thing.
I want to eat my pizza.
Oh, that's what's distracting. You've got a pizza sitting. I should know better than do a podcast. You got a pizza sitting there.
I just want to eat my dinner. No, that wasn't the only thing. I'm not denying it.